Hey friends, Daily Dub. It is lunchtime. Again, I was supposed to be flying right now, and then my plans changed, and so I've just been doing email and conference calls and stuff this morning. So not a very busy morning. I don't even think I've posted anything to Instagram. It's been just quiet, normal work. But I'm about to go have some lunch. I wanted to check in with you. Today's topic comes from Garrett Alexander, Mad Gorilla, and Nate Simmons. They all ask questions around comics, why I like The Walking Dead, and then what are some of my other favorite comics, and just a discussion of comics. So here we go. First of all, my favorite comic arcs was a specific question. And, you know, some of the things that immediately come to mind, I really like when Jason Aaron started writing Thor, and it was the God Butcher, God Bomb arc early in that run. I thought that was excellent. That's probably been, wow, I don't know, 6-7 years ago, maybe even longer than that, I'm not sure. But I really enjoyed that run. I'm only going to talk about recent stuff rather than really older things. That is probably my favorite Thor arc. I really like Tom King. He writes Batman right now. I loved the Vision 12-part story that he told a few years ago from Marvel before he went to DC. It made me like Vision even more. I like the Vision Scarlet Witch arcs that have been around where they were married. But I love that Vision storyline. It's very self-reflective, just like Tom King's current Mr. Miracle arc that just ended, which is a similar thing, and made me really enjoy that character. I like the stuff with Apocalypse and the World of Darkseid and stuff like that in DC, so I really like Tom King. I'm enjoying his time on Batman. I mentioned Jason Aaron. He and Jason Latour, for Image, they do Southern Bastards. Love that comic. Love it. It is a Alabama small town high school football coach, and because they've won a lot, he can basically do whatever he wants. The artistic style is incredible. I highly recommend it. It is a great read. It doesn't come out all that often, so it's not going to overwhelm your cost or anything like that. So those are some recent arcs that I really do enjoy. I like the Metal event that DC did. I am more of a DC reader than Marvel reader, and kind of always have been. Flash and Batman, I've kind of always read. I read Thor, and, you know, there's not a lot of other Marvel stuff that I've read a lot of. I'll read when, like, Kingpin has a series every once in a while. I like to read that. I did enjoy Gwenpool's series before it got canceled. Marvel has just kind of stopped and started so much recently that it's got kind of frustrating to be a Marvel Comics reader. And I think the DC Rebirth is very good across a lot of books. But the primary comic that I've read and have read forever and ever, since very early, probably even in single digits that it's been out, is Walking Dead. That is one of my very top fandoms across both the on-screen Enterprise and the on-the-page Enterprise. And I think why that is, I think the term is serialized media things, much more so than just recurring over and over again. Things like sitcoms or like NCIS or whatever, that could just go forever. I don't enjoy those as much anymore. I used to watch a lot of that, but in the last 10-15 years, not as much. I have much more interest in, like, characters that could die. There's consequences, there's stakes. It's one story that's being told. I think the term for that is serialized. If I'm wrong, make fun of me. But, you know, NCIS is a lot less intriguing because you know that Agent Gibbs is not going to die and they're going to catch the bad guy. It's always what's going to happen. But in Walking Dead, while yes, you do have a general mindset of a few characters will never die, almost anyone else could die at any point. And it feels like Kirkman is telling one story that has an ending point that he's working towards. Now, that could take 50 years, or he could end it tomorrow. I think he's actually said he already has the final chapter, so to speak, written, and he could get to that whenever he wants to, but he's not ready to be done writing the comic right now. And so it's told in serialized arcs the way a television show is. So you had, you know, the Governor arc, and you had the Saviors arc, and then you had the Whisperers arc, which is just now coming up on TV. And then you get the Commonwealth arc and so forth. And it's like a season of a television show, you know. So the things I like the most on television, my favorite shows right now, Game of Thrones, of course, but like Mr. Robot, I love that show. And it's telling one story. It ends this year. It's telling one story. True Detective is an anthology series, but they tell one story in a season. Things like that are what I like the most. So that's really, I think, what appeals to me about Walking Dead. Whereas The Flash, while I love to read The Flash, he's Agent Gibbs in NCIS. I mean, sure, Barry Allen did die once, but then they're going to write him back in. The Walking Dead is different from the major comic enterprises in that, I don't want to spoil anything, but when a character dies that you've seen die on either the TV show, or they're not coming back. They may come back as a zombie for a little while, but they're not coming back. They're not going to write them back in after they've died. There's not going to be this miraculous, alternate reality. Somebody can go in the multiverse and bring back whoever. They're dead, they're dead. And I like that. So it gives you emotions that are real. You become attached to the character as they come and go. And that's what I like. It's my favorite comic to read. So that's that. I also do like the Injustice, the like alternate universe that the Injustice comics are written on for DC. I like that as well. Anyway, I'm going to go get lunch. Hope you enjoyed my little comic discussion. I think I'm going to be able to do one of these every day this week. I do think David and I are going to try to go have an adventure this weekend and try to pick some stuff up. I got word from James, my buddy at GameStop, that he has my NECA Turtles in hand. I do not know if they're street dated or not, but he has them. They've been delivered to him that I pre-ordered there. So check with your GameStops if you're watching this or if you've pre-ordered to see if they may have it. And they may not be street dated. They may be for the 1st or something. But I'm going to go get those this weekend. And looks like Adonis has some stuff for me at Fresh Figures. So it's going to be a fun weekend. Anyway, I'm going to go get a sandwich. Talk to you soon. Pinky squeeze it.